Hello friends, so how are you today? So today we start another topic, or rather a next topic, amphibolic pathway. So first of all, as you know, glucose is the currency of your body. How it is also called, as my word, it is a liquid currency of your body. Why? Because we use a glucose as a respiratory substance, and we have the pathway to degrade the glucose or oxidize the glucose and formation of ATP, and rather synthesis of ATP as an energy form. Okay, so we produce or we generate the energy after the oxidation of whole glucose material, and glucose का जो degradation होता है उसको हम use करते हैं. Now we have the pathway for glucose. Okay, and second thing कि all sugars, जितने भी carbohydrates हैं, all sugars are converted into the glucose, and then the glucose degradation will start. Okay, sir, what about the another material which are not carbohydrate? So what about them? Means we eat the all types of food like carbohydrate, lipid, protein and all. So for what about that material, like protein का क्या होता है, then lipid का क्या होता है? Sir, what about that? So we eat the all type of food, and the degradation pathway is only for glucose. So sir, what about the another material? Okay, so carbohydrate is clear कि carbohydrate, the simple carbohydrate or complex carbohydrate, they are converted into the simple monosaccharide like hexose sugar. Glucose is the hexose monosaccharide. So they are converted into hexose sugar, and then they are join the pathway into the of the glucose. Okay, sir, what about the lipid and what about the protein? So फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल कि बात करते हैं लिपिड के बारे में. सो इफ देर इज दी नो ग्लूकोज और इफ देर इज दी एब्सेंस ऑफ कार्बोहाइड्रेट, देन द लिपिड विल स्टार्ट दी डिग्रेडेड. ओके, लिपिड इज द कंपाउंड मटेरियल, एंड the two simple forms of lipid is, the first one is fatty acid and second one is glycerol. So there are two different materials or monomers, you can also say the monomers of lipid. So glycerol and fatty acid. Now sir, what about the glycerol and fatty acid? What are the degradation fat or degradation map of this substances? So they join this pathway. So this is the common pathway, as you know, okay, all carbohydrates converted into glucose, glucose converted into fructose, fructose 1,6-base phosphate, simple glycolysis. Then fructose is degraded into two different monosaccharides. Dihydroxyacetone phosphate means DAP, and phosphoglyceraldehyde means PGAL. Okay, then phosphoglyceraldehyde is converted into pyruvic acid. Then pyruvic acid converted into oxidative decarboxylation and acetyl coenzyme. Now acetyl coenzyme goes into the Krebs cycles and generate the NADH2 and FADH2 and ADP. Okay, so this is the pathway of degradation of glucose. Now the glycerol joins this pathway with the different biochemical processes. Like first of all, fat degraded into glycerol and fatty acid. Then glycerol is made up of 3 carbon molecules. That's why glycerol is converted into DHA, or you can say dihydroxyacetone phosphate. So glycerol converts into dihydroxyacetone phosphate, and then dihydroxyacetone phosphate goes into, rather when the dihydroxyacetone phosphate बन जाता है, they are directly enter into this pathway, and then the formation of ATP is there. Okay, second thing, this is the intermediate, you can say DHAP is the intermediate of the lipid degradation. Okay, now the second, so the fatty acid is the big molecule, or you can say large molecule, okay, with a long hydrocarbon chain. So fatty acid is breakdown by some enzymes and all. वो आपको नहीं देखना है कि fatty acid कैसे degrade होता है, but it have so many carbon and the hydrocarbon chain. So it will break down and it converts into the acetyl coenzyme A. They convert it into acetyl coenzyme. For an example, a 16 carbon material or 16 carbon जिस fatty acid के पास है, they are converted into acetyl coenzyme. So how many acetyl coenzyme will form? The 8 molecule of acetyl coenzyme will form. This process is known as beta oxidation. Okay, but it is not given in your textbook. Just remember this thing. If fatty acid is converted into acetyl coenzyme in the presence of so many enzymes, it's called beta oxidation. And if there is the 16 number of carbon present in fatty acid, then the 8 molecule of acetyl coenzyme. Why? Because acetyl coenzyme is only having the 2 carbon molecules. Okay, or 2 carbon atoms rather, molecules नहीं बोल सकते, 2 carbon atoms. Okay, so fatty acid is converted into acetyl coenzyme. So acetyl coenzyme is also intermediate which joins this pathway to fatty acid. ये fatty acid को इस pathway से जोड़ता है. Now, so lipid के बारे में पता चल गया. Now, what about protein? So the monomer of protein is amino acid. There are different amino acids. Now, amino acids are converted into either pyruvic acid or acetyl coenzyme. Generally, they are converted into pyruvic acid with the deamination process. Like this process is called as beta oxidation. Like this process is called deamination. There are different amino acid processes like deamination, transamination, etc., etc. But with the help of deamination, they are converted into pyruvic acid. Deamination में amino group है वो निकल जाता है. That's why it's called deamination. So amino acid is converted into pyruvic acid. So pyruvic acid also an intermediate substance. Then acetyl coenzyme is also an intermediate substance, and DHAP is also an intermediate substance. Why I am telling to you कि why they are the intermediate substance? So अगर ऐसा हुआ कि if you know कि ग्लूकोज डिग्रेड होता है और ATP जनरेट होता है, so you know this pathway as a catabolic pathway because as you know कि डिग्रेडेशन जिसमें होता है वो कैटाबॉलिक होता है और सिंथेसिस होता है तो उसको एनाबॉलिक पाथवे बोलते हैं. ओके, सो व्हेन यू स्टडीड दिस यू नो कि दिस इज द कैटाबॉलिक पाथवे कि ग्लूकोज का डिग्रेडेशन होता है एसिटाइल कोएंजाइम पायरुविक एसिड एंड क्रेब्स साइकिल देन यू जनरेट द ATP. सो दिस इज द कैटाबॉलिक पाथवे. बट इज इट ट्रू? Is it understandable कि sir this is the complete catabolic pathway? Yes or no? Why? No. The answer is no. Why? Because if you want to form a glucose, you can from pyruvic acid. ये पूरी process pyruvic acid से reverse होके you can also synthesize glucose. Means the synthesis of glucose is also done by pyruvic acid. It is known as gluconeogenesis. Okay, gluconeogenesis means formation of glucose. Second thing, if there are so many molecules of acetyl coenzyme A, acetyl coenzyme में काफी सारे the molecules are there, so they are joined together and they also form a fatty acid. They can synthesize the fatty acid. So it is reverse process. So it is the anabolic process. ये anabolic process होगी. Second thing कि DHAP is also converted into glycerol. So this all kind of reactions are, you cannot completely say that कि these are the complete catabolic reactions. These are the anabolic reactions also. Because there are the presence of some enzymes which are done the reversible processes. ये पूरी process जो reverse कर सके ऐसे enzymes भी है cell के अंदर. So they done the catabolic pathway also, and when the requirement is there, अगर उसकी requirement हुई तो वो anabolic pathway भी कर सकते हैं. That's why this whole pathway is known as amphibolic pathway. Not catabolic, not complete catabolic, not complete anabolic. That's why it's called amphibolic pathway. This whole pathway is known as amphibolic pathway. Now the name is justified. Why it is called amphibolic pathway? It is not complete catabolic process. When the substances are required, when the molecules are required, they can reversible process also. They can reverse. Okay, that's why it's called anabolic. Also, they can synthesize the glucose also, they can synthesize the protein also, they can synthesize the lipid also. That's why it's called anabolic also. They degraded and they form the ATP. That's why it is catabolic also. That's why it is known as amphibolic pathway. Clear? Amphibolic pathway is very easy. कौन से substance किस में बनते हैं? Which are the intermediates? Tau is intermediate, means dihydroxyacetone phosphate is intermediate, pyruvic is intermediate, and acetyl coenzyme is intermediate. Clear? So this is the easy amphibolic pathway. Now the next topic we will learn, we will see the next topic is the respiratory caution. Okay, now sir, what is respiratory caution and what about that? Sir, first of all, it is known as RQ, respiratory caution, RQ. Okay, as you know, for the degradation of glucose or amino acid or protein or lipid or whatever, if you want to degrade any materials, you require the oxygen. You require the oxygen and you release the carbon dioxide after the use of oxygen. Okay, आप oxygen consume करते हैं and releases the CO2 after the degradation of material. But the amount you respire or the amount you use in the degradation of any substances which are it is different. For an example, if you want to degrade the glucose material, you just know is C6H12O6. So this is the glucose material, and if you want to degrade this material, you consume the 6 oxygen molecules. And after the degradation of this glucose material, you know the releasing of 6 CO2 plus 6 H2O, okay, and energy. Okay, so this is the equation. Now, how to find the respiratory quotient? Respiratory quotient is the CO2 which is involved in this respiration process or released by respiration process, and the ratio between the CO2 and the O2 which you consume. Okay, means RQ means respiratory quotient is equal to the molecules of CO2 which you release and the O2 which you consume. Okay, जो भी CO2 आप रिलीज करते हैं उसके मॉलिक्यूल्स एंड द अमाउंट ऑफ O2 की जो आप कंज्यूम करते हैं, इसके रेशियो को बोलते हैं रेस्पिरेटरी क्वोशिएंट. सो व्हेन आई कैलकुलेट द रेस्पिरेटरी क्वोशिएंट ऑफ कार्बोहाइड्रेट सब्सटेंसेस, द ऑलमोस्ट रेस्पिरेटरी क्वोशिएंट इज 6 CO2 upon 6 O2, almost 1 or 1. So always कार्बोहाइड्रेट की जितनी भी रेस्पिरेटरी क्वोशिएंट है, कार्बोहाइड्रेट का रेस्पिरेटरी क्वोशिएंट इज ऑलवेज 1. So what about lipid? So remember one thing, कि when the carbon number will increases, this is not given in your textbook. When carbon number will increases, automatically उसको डिग्रेड करने के लिए you will consume the more amount of oxygen. Okay, you will consume the more amount of oxygen. So if you take the lipid substance like tripamidine, which is given in your textbook, this is the example, कि C51H98 and O6, which is twice. Okay, C51H98O6, it is the tripamidine. This is the tripamidine. Sorry, pamidine. This is the tripamidine molecule. Okay, now in this tripamidine molecule, the oxygen is present in low amount. Rather, 6 atoms of oxygen are present in the structure of tripamidine. That's why you require the more amount of oxygen to degrade this material. Okay, almost 145 molecule of oxygen required to degrade the tripamidine. Means almost double, और almost double से भी ज़्यादा कार्बन नंबर से ज्यादा you require the CO2 O2 for degradation of this material, and then release of 102 carbon dioxide plus 98 molecule of H2O, and then so many energy because it is lipid molecules, that's why the energy level is high. So जब एक बात आपको याद रखना है, when the respiratory quotient is lower than 1 then energy is high. So आपको R2 कितना मिलेगा? R2 is 102 CO2 upon 145 O2, it is almost 0.7. So your respiratory quotient is 0.7. Means lipid का जो भी respiratory quotient होता है, it is lower than 1. Why? Because more amount of O2 is required for degradation of material, and the energy is high. So आपको जो energy मिलेगी वो high मिलेगी, obviously because you use the more number of oxygen. That's why. Okay. Now sir, what about the protein? So protein का respiratory quotient है 0.9, means near to 1. So it is almost consume the almost enough amount of oxygen of that particular material or respiratory substances. Clear? So but it is lower than 1, that's why. So after this whole process, amphibolic pathway and respiratory quotient, you know कि when you need the energy, you body use the respiratory substance, वो glucose ही use करेंगे. They use the only glucose or carbohydrate material, okay, which they use as a respiratory quotient. Okay, so this is the respiratory quotient. Okay, sorry, मैं कुछ तो बोल गया, but the respiratory quotient is 1 in carbohydrate, protein के लिए 9 और lipid के लिए 0.7. So they use the 1 means जितने CO2 चाहिए जो डिग्रेड करना है कार्बोहाइड्रेट को, उतने ही O2 लेंगे वो. That's why they use, first of all they use the carbohydrate. If there is no carbohydrate, then they move to lipid and protein, but generally they use the carbohydrate. Okay, so this is enough for this topic, respiratory quotient, and completion with this topic we complete the whole chapter. Okay, यहाँ पे chapter complete होता है 14th. ओके, देन हम नेक्स्ट लेक्चर के अंदर नेक्स्ट वीडियो लेक्चर के नया चैप्टर स्टार्ट करेंगे. ओके, सो आज यहाँ तक रखता हूँ. ओके, बाय.